self-serving, persuasive talkers
of everything and nothing.
We are Conversation Con Artists.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. On Point.
And I did not order lubricating jelly.
I guess we're going to hear about that.
Yes, also known as Calamity Red.
We are Conversation Con Artists, back for another fantastic episode. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. MISTER_on point.
And I can be found at red_calamity. I'm doing IG, whatever, TV.
People call
videos.
it IG?
I think so. Or I might just be uncool.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. Either way, I'm doing videos on that bitch on the TV platform version. So check that out. We're still doing the listener letter portion of the show. So if you have a question you'd like for us to answer on the show, you can send it to our Gmail account, which is conversationconartist@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook, Conversation Con Artist, and send it to us that way. And we got some letters.
We do. Appreciate y'all for the letter love. First one coming from Colin. It's titled episodes 196 and 197. Big Meat Energy.
Why though, Colin?
You know how it is. You already know. Don't even be like that.
Damn it, Colin.
What's good, y'all? Man, life has been busy. Work is crazy, but good crazy. And regular life is fun and busy too. First, the question about living for 100 or 1,000 years. The trick is to have no good connections like me. LOL, I'll take the 1,000. Also, I like Mr. On Point's chat about the meats. If I have to give up my meat, which I can neither confirm nor deny gives me big meat energy, I would be devastated and want to start over too. Also, I just want to speak on something that I feel strongly about, which is that conversation about intersex and circumcision. Man, Mr. On Point is 100% right. I saw a video once of a baby being circumcised, and it's absolutely horrifying. Shout out to my parents for deciding that was a choice that I could make as an adult if I chose to do it. TMI maybe, but whatever. I've never had an unsatisfied customer or someone asking to speak to a manager. LOL. That said, I agree. I'll never advocate for essentially male genital mutilation. It's absolutely abhorrent. I'm actually writing this part after listening to 196 and not a live listen, but Michael's letter is pretty good. A couple of things. Don't say cut or uncut. Intact is the appropriate term, like intersex. Boys absolutely know they're missing it. At some point, you see another meat, and when the meat looks different, the questions start. 3, orgasm sex. The orgasm itself doesn't feel better, but studies say that intercourse itself is more pleasurable. Yes, the nerve ending thing, and also natural lubrication. Sorry to say, circumcised meats end up drying callous to some extent, like weightlifter hands. LOL. 4, this is mostly for Red. Don't slice the meat. 5, sperm cells die, get absorbed by your body, and regenerate over time. There's no Benjamin Button sperm. More if I hear something good, y'all.
Oh shit.
That was a funny letter.
The fact that the difference in the 100 years question between male and female has been if y'all's dick still work is so funny to me and so unexpected. Because that never crossed my mind when I was thinking about like, oh, would I want to live 1,000 years or what I like whether or not I would, because women get, you get dry, you're not able to, is it painful? Like that never even crossed my mind. Like sex didn't even it wasn't included. But the fact that both of y'all were like, but will my dick work? It's just really funny to me.
Makes a difference, man.
Just differences in genders.
That's that societal conditioning. Okay, men are conditioned to value their meat highly. In subtle ways. Little boys playing with their meats and stuff. Like,
it's just
if your meat don't live up to some of the other meats you seen, you got questions. And then porn. You don't know when you're young that regular women don't want no porn meat.
Oh yeah. No,
okay.
They don't.
At least that's what I've been.
No.
That's been confirmed by a lot of women that I've interacted with and talked to. But when you're young, it's like that seems desirable because the women in porn make it seem like they having such a good time when they gotta go to the hospital after that shit. We be conditioned that, our meat is this valuable. So like
It's
it
just
is
funny. That never crossed my mind, and the fact that like that was like one of the first things is just really funny to me. It just shows again the difference. Colin, I can't promise you that I'm not gonna snip the meat. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have girls and we won't have to come to this. But I don't know.
Whenever you get ready and you got a dude, I'm gonna show him a video.
Don't do that.
Yes, I am. Fuck you. I'm gonna show him the video.
Well, now I know to
Y'all
never leave him alone with your ass.
What you mean? I can share this shit in an inbox message. You'll never know this conversation happened. You know, all this social media shit done fucked up the world. You can't keep me from him. You can't keep me from him. I can let him know whatever I want to know about you. Your problem is that I know shit. So you're going to have to get rid of me.
Well, but most of the shit you know, I tell you anyway. So he going to know anyway, more than likely. I'm pretty open with my shit.
Maybe.
So I don't know what you could tell that I wouldn't have told that I'd be like, God damn it, on point.
There's some shit in these 200 episodes. We about to be at 200 episodes, y'all.
We are about. Oh my God, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We are about to be at 200 episodes. Damn.
But if somebody could go and extract all the bullshit from these 200 episodes, it might mess up a whole bunch of women candidates for me.
It would mess up.
You know,
yeah.
It mess up a relationship for me, potentially. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's some shit in here. They're gonna be like, oh, he's morbid. Oh, he's laughing at that. Oh, that was horrible.
Everybody always thinks I'm mean, so I just feel like guys would think I'm a bitch and wouldn't want to talk to me because she's just angry about everything.
That's how you come off.
I don't know why.
It's a defense mechanism.
But I'm not angry about everything.
It's a defense mechanism. You want to ward off motherfuckers who would be warded off because of that initial, oh, she mad. So the dudes who will accept you with that anger are already good.
True.
You know, it's
and
like
they get a pleasant surprise that I'm not angry all the time.
Exactly. They'd be like, oh, she ain't mean. That's just that initial bullshit. You know. Listen, man, I'm gonna be an advocate for not slicing the meat. Even though I got sliced meat.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
My meat be ashy. Everything that's supposed to give it natural lube is gone now. Okay?
I don't even know what the proper response is for that, so I'm just not going to try.
Fucking up. We are fucking up. And what else? Oh, sperm cells get absorbed by your body. Who knew? I'm glad.
Okay, so if you don't use it, it just gets absorbed.
They don't just be in there chilling and reading the book like, let me tell you something, young buck. I'm going to make that race with you, but I ain't going to make it. But I'm going. You go out there and become a good old productive citizen now. All right?
Oh, shit.
Swimming in circles and shit. All right. Appreciate that, Colin.
Thanks, Colin, even though your name, the title was fucked up.
We got another one from Colin.
Oh, okay.
After Brittany's, but I'll read Colin's first.
Okay.
Episode 107, Hot Meat Summer.
Colin, my nigga.
Colin, you're doing good. Keep doing that. So this hot girl summer thing is definitely something I want to get into. We might need to find some time for me to record with y'all again soon and do a dating and relationship special. Speaking of which, I'm starting to conceptualize a podcast that I think would dovetail nicely off of you guys. I sent some follows on Instagram, interested to chat about it and see what you think, Colin. We will do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna holler at you, Colin.
All right.
Appreciate you. Brittany. What's up, Brittany? Hey, hello, folks. Just wanted to say hello and comment on why Birmingham could have made that list.
Oh, the list of no places not safe to go to. Yes. I'm
a frequent traveler, and once I had an international assignment where I met some individuals that potentially gave me too much information, LOL. As you know, several major highways run through Birmingham, which opens the door for heavy drug, contraband, and human trafficking.
I-20.
The traffickers at one point were using larger cities as operational bases. Birmingham, in addition to the highways, also has been in the news for turning off water, energy, resources to weed out potentially undocumented individuals. Racism, poor school educational decisions, the sheer number of prisoners, inmates, decisions to build new prisons, and several other major newsworthy events. Then, as you mentioned, there was First 48 and other movies like The Watsons Go to Birmingham. While in Paris on vacation, I went to dinner with a group from work, and the entire conversation was on the stories they heard about Alabama. Of course, none of them were good rumors. I guess I was shocked that they were even aware of things from Alabama and certainly not Birmingham.
Oh, yeah. I
Also, hot girl summer news. The women that are having respectable hot girl summers aren't stopping to post on social media because no one cares. LOL, I was promoted within my firm this summer, won another Black Engineering Award this summer, purchased my second rental property, lost some weight, and made some major moves towards my business.
That's what I'm talking about. Hot girl summer should have fucking been. That's it. Right there. That kind of shit. That right there.
But it is. They just not posting about it because they making real moves. The people who posting about it, deep throating cucumbers at a pool party. Nasty. Continuing on. I feel like I'm truly having a great summer. One of my associates just won the International Women of Color Award for STEM and launched a new practice in Africa and the Middle East for young girls. I'm so proud of her. She's the true hot girl.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
She said there was something else I wanted to mention but can't think of it now. And then she thought of it.
You the real MVP, Britt. Like, really, for real, congrats to you and your friend. That is amazing. That's the shit I want to hear. That's the shit I wish was on social media, as opposed to me having to watch people deep throat cucumbers. But whatever.
Just remembered, episode 196, I think. Men have a lengthy refractory period after a single orgasm simply because the male body needs to produce more sperm and semen and fill up the tanks because your balls can only hold one orgasm's worth of dude nectar at a time, and you need that good stuff in order to come again. And for those of you who can keep going immediately post-orgasm, researcher Debbie Herbernick explains that your second orgasms aren't functional ejaculations, but ejaculations of pride and indulgence where sperm count falls dramatically. Well, okay. She don't even support a second orgasm. Oh, man, that's
I
so
love
garbage.
you, Brittany.
Debbie can go to hell.
Don't do Debbie like that. Oh, thank you so much, Brittany.
I used to be able to have multiple orgasms before I was 27. After 27, it was like, what is it? Why am I even doing this again? It ain't even that I can't. It's just like, but why was I doing it before anyway? Because I could. I'm not going to do that again.
Age, like, the thing that I have noticed with age, you just don't have time for shit. Like, most shit you just be like, but why? Like, you don't want to do half the shit you did. You can still do it. You're still capable of doing it, but you be like, but why?
Exactly. Like, no.
I go to sleep.
Exactly. I'm like, damn, what does this get? If this gets worse with me, I just don't even know what decisions I'm going to be making.
Not many.
I used to be like, yeah, round 2. Now I'll be like, round 1? Okay. But round 2 definitely ain't a consideration no more. It's ridiculous.
Age do that to you.
But, you know, it do answer the question of why, because functionally speaking, women would need to have as many orgasmic processes as possible to ensure they get pregnant, and men don't need that.
No.
They just got one shot. They got one bullet in the revolver. Men out here playing Russian roulette with semen.
Why did I just think about fucking Eminem? Do not miss a chance to blow. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You gotta lose yourself.
See, I think about Hamilton.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Man. I'm thinking of Hamilton. It's a song on there called I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot. It's like, you only get one. You better line them motherfucking aims up. Bop! That bullet gone.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, y'all, who listen to the show and get uncomfortable when we talk about meat stuff, because lately meat has been a big topic. But
because y'all think it's funny that it makes me uncomfortable. You and the listeners.
No, that's not.
Yes.
Look, that used to be the thing, okay? But I am on a meat positivity campaign. I don't care about your discomfort or whatever. I want men to be proud of what they got.
Y'all are overly proud of those things.
Not everybody.
It's enough.
Some of us got meats where we got to make sure our hand and tongue game is exquisite. Some men got meat so big that porn done conditioned them to feel like they don't got to do nothing else. Them men got work to do too. Everybody got work to do, but you got to have meat positivity first. But not that overinflated meat positivity like I'm talking about. That's a problem. That's a problem. If you ain't, listen, one day, man, your meat ain't gonna work. All right? Let's just get that out there. Let's get that out there. And if you fool around and your meat's too big and your blood pressure end up being low, you're gonna have a noodle out here. All right? It's gonna be a half limp noodle because your blood is fucked up. You need to have some alternate plans because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are close in age to your woman, your sex drive is gonna go down while her sex drive increases.
Yes.
And if you ain't found another way to do the job and get the job done, she gonna go find herself somebody who will. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Brittany.
I'm just what?
I was just thanking Brittany for her
Your energy go away after these conversations. Thank you, Brittany.
I'm drained.
I'm sorry that you got drugged into this meat conversation.
Yes.
But Brittany helped me out. I learned things from Brittany about my meat. My meat positivity has increased. Thank you, Brittany.
Oh, Brittany, thank you. And congratulations to you and your friend. Y'all truly having hot girl summer. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear about. That's amazing. So
but don't post it on social media.
Why?
Because if you put responsible hot girl summer in, all the hood rats coming for you then. It's over. They coming for you. What you mean responsible hot girl summer? You just mad. Okay. All right. You out here avoiding STDs.
I know.
And I'm creating a life. Shut the fuck up.
Doing boss shit. Hell.
Yeah. Thanks for that letter, Brittany. We got a letter from Rockman3K3 at the Nerd Plate Podcast. Him and Leroy Ketchen out here hitting you with the nerd knowledge. What's going on, con artists? This is Rockman3K3, one half of the Nerd Plate duo. And I'm writing in to tell you guys how awesome you are and how much I love the show. Also, in episode 196, The Never Ending Podcasters, you talked about the immorality or the living for 1,000 years. And
immortality.
Immortality.
We weren't talking about being immoral.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, there's some morality in living 1,000 years, but immortality of the living for 1,000 years. And I just wanted to say the new podcast that I'm working on deals with that subject, and you should definitely watch out for it as it will be out soon. Also, in episode 197, the Unattended Suicide Squad, y'all are hilariously wrong for what you said about your spouse's well-being in an active shooter event. Be kind and save someone behind. Ha ha ha. But no, seriously. I would probably shield the woman I'm dating because I always feel it's the right thing to do and I love people I have within my circle. I would take a bullet for any of you guys. The topics you talk about are both thought-provoking and enlightening at times, while other times it's just funny to hear your opinions on things in general. I really appreciate the scruples in the air when you guys discuss any topics. Keep on conning the convo, as sometimes the people around you can't eat the alphabet soup for the words found in them. You guys rock, and maybe you'll listen to our show one day. Rockman3K3 from the Nerd Plate signing off.
Nigga, bye for that last part. And then secondly,
I listen to y'all podcasts. I just can't tell you which episodes. Because it depends on the busyness of my week.
What was I gonna say? Listen. Look, first of all, I think everybody would like to think, and I think that's the thing. I think what made that story about that guy throwing himself in front of his girlfriend so amazing is that we all would like to think that. But when that adrenaline get to going and that self-preservation kick in, I don't know what'll happen. Like, maybe you'll do that. Maybe you won't. Like, I feel like it's different being in that situation and it's life or death. Because I feel like I'd be like, nigga, why the fuck is you falling? I'm supposed to run back. Or if I was a man and this was my woman, like, bitch, wait.
I thought about something
else. Of
else.
all the days for you to have weak ankles?
I thought about something else. Maybe he didn't even try to save her. Maybe he was trying to run and he tripped up on top of her and caught himself while he was over her while the shit was going on, and he looked her in the eyes and she looked him in the eyes and he knew he couldn't run away at that point. We don't know.
Let that man be great.
Man, it's gonna be 10 years down the line and she gonna get up and testify and say, my man saved my life. He gonna say, bitch, I failed. That wasn't on purpose. Bitch, I wasn't trying to save you. I was just trying to get away. I can't keep up with the shit no more. I have to get it off my chest. Oh, I ain't a hero. I'm a bitch. I don't know that I feel like that could be a variable.
It could happen.
But we out here making this man out to be amazing.
I'm gonna give him his props. I'm gonna give it to him. I appreciate
Listen,
it.
I want to give him his props for falling and staying if that's what happened. But I don't want to set this man up to have to get himself killed in the future because we done propped him up being a hero for 10 years.
I feel like once you do that one time, that's it. That's it. Got one and done. That's it.
And this is the thing. I appreciate you, Cliff, for the idea that you would take a bullet for me.
Yes.
But the only context that I want y'all to consider taking a bullet for me, if you would, is if somebody asks you directly. If somebody say, I'm going to kill you or I'm going to kill this motherfucker. That's the only time I want you to say, kill me then. But if it's a hypothetical, could be my bullet, but not really, get the fuck out of there. Run. Why I ain't running too? If I'm not running too, it's something wrong with me. Okay? If it's one of those hypothetical, oh no, there's Eddie, let me go jump in front of the bullet. No, don't do that. Run. Take off. If I'm not running too, I deserve the bullet. If I fall, unfortunately, survival of the fittest. But if somebody ever asked me, I would not be able to live with myself if somebody was like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill this bitch. Which one?
And you was like, that bitch?
No, I'm going to say me. I couldn't live with myself if I said that. Kill Red. Kill her. Because I feel like they'll shoot me anyway. And now everything I work for to earn with you in terms of my character is gone now.
That nigga was gonna
I can't believe that whole ass nigga. I can't believe your ass. I'm dead on the floor, brains everywhere, and you just talk. I can't believe your whole ass. About to let me die. Glad you killed this ass. That shit dead now. My name gonna be besmirched. You won't even come to my funeral. I gotta die. I gotta die in that moment. Same for all of y'all. If any of y'all who ever wrote a letter, any of y'all listening to this podcast, if somebody ever asked me or infer that my life will be spared if they take somebody else's life, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just let them shoot me. Fuck it. If the universe want me to live, then they gonna jam and I can uppercut them. Assuming I ain't tied up.
Oh.
Or maybe it'll look better if I just try to fight them anyway. Knowing that I'm gonna get that shot.
Yeah.
That'll make me look better. My character can go out as a hero or a dumb nigga, whichever one y'all. I guess it depends on how I carry.
Who's looking at it.
It depends on who's looking at it and depends on how I do it.
True. Very true.
If I start like winding up my arms like some old ninja move or some shit, y'all be like, what the fuck was he finna do with that? That nigga had a gun. He had a gun. What was he finna do? That'll be stupid.
Was that the last letter?
That was the last letter.
Before we move on, I want to talk about something that happened this week to give y'all a laugh. And to explain why I said I did not order lube, because I didn't. So for like the past few weeks, I've been using like Aussie, the white Aussie products in my hair. My hair looks amazing. Okay, my hair is luxurious and fabulous right now. Wind blowing through it and shit.
It is.
I got a whole wind blown look going on.
It don't look like regular black folks' hair right now.
It doesn't. And it's from using Aussie. I don't know. The Aussie Miracle Curls, if you natural, I'm telling you, I can't say for sure it's gonna work for you, but I say give it a try. And the shit is $5 a product.
To fill in some blanks for y'all, Aussie's product is for white people.
It is. But it works for my hair. And it's only $5 a product as opposed to Shea Moisture and shit that you're gonna pay $14 for one thing. So anyhow, I've been using that. It works in my hair. I used to do videos on YouTube though, reviewing different products. And I reviewed some products from Alikay Naturals. And I guess the owner, or she works with them. Anyway, she was supposed to send me some products, but she never did. So this is over a year ago. Because I don't even make hair videos anymore, but she never did. So I got a DM on Instagram from her saying that she knows it had been forever since she was supposed to send the products, but she still wanted to send them, and she was going to send them to the address that I had given her. Now, I'm assuming I gave her my home address, which now that I think about it, I wouldn't have given her my home address because I don't know her, and so I would have given her an address that was safer in case, this is a crazy person who just fucking showed up. I watch too much ID channel. But so I was like, okay, she's going to send it, whatever. I don't think this was a couple of weeks ago. It didn't cross my mind. So I was at work yesterday, which y'all listening on Tuesday. This was on Friday. And I wasn't feeling well, so I left work early. But before I left, a package was delivered for me. And I was like, I didn't order anything, but it's at work. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it's something from a company, for therapy shit. I don't know. But my coworkers were all standing around because it was the end of the day. And everybody was telling me bye. And they were like, well, it's a handwritten address label. I was from Florida. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck would have been sending me something from Florida. I don't know. And they was just like, well, just open it. So, of course, I'm thinking, because this obviously ain't nothing that I open it in front of my coworkers. When I opened this fucking box, inside of the box was 2 big ass boxes of lubricating jelly. Okay. I'm at work. So like everybody looking at me like, why the fuck she ordering lube and having it sitting to work? I'm standing there like, I don't know what this is. Like I didn't order this. Like I don't know what this. And so they're like, I mean, it has your name. I know that it has my name on it, but what I'm telling you is that I did not order no fucking lubricating jelly.
You know how it looked for them in that moment?
Yes.
In that moment, like you was lying through your goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to lie in this moment.
You always
like if it was a dildo, you supposed to say, no, I didn't order that, even if you did. Yes. In the context that it happened. My bad, you can continue.
And so lubricated jelly, that's people going to equate that with lube. Just we work. I'm a therapist, and so it's a regular. So like getting lube is getting lube. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. So I opened the box. Inside of the box is fucking Allocate natural hair products in both boxes. It was hair stuff. So I was like, oh shit. I thought somebody was playing a joke with me. Like I didn't know what was going on. I was like, it's hair stuff. This is trying, please, nobody, I don't need nobody walking around talking about Red had a whole bunch of lube delivered. So I contacted the lady who sent it. I was like, hey, got the hair products. Apparently I gave you my work address, which would have been fine, but you packaged the hair stuff in lube boxes. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't even think about it. She works at a hospital. So they have all these empty boxes. So like when she's shipping stuff out, she just using these empty boxes so she don't have to buy no boxes. But a lube, and so I'm assuming lubricating jelly is going to be more of what they use in ultrasounds when they put it on people's bellies. But again, out of context, lubricating jelly just seemed like and it was 2 big ass boxes. So I don't even know what my coworkers are thinking. Like what level of freak.
They was like, oh, hot girl summer, hot girl summer, hot girl summer.
I was so fucking embarrassed, Joe. I was so embarrassed. And I was so mad. I was like, first of all, I didn't even really need these hair products because I'm on my Aussie shit. And the way my hair is set up right now, I don't really want to use nothing else. You came out of the blue and sent me this and embarrassed me because you decided to use lubricating jelly boxes. It's a hospital. It wasn't no other boxes that you gonna use. The lube boxes is what you decided to send the hair products in. All right.
Listen, the universe's job is to bring balance. And the universe know you got all this negative energy as it pertains to meat. Do you know how many things had to come in line for you to feel this level of embarrassment that the universe is telling you that you need to find a way to deal with? First off, this lady from a fucking year ago somehow remembered, oh, I was supposed to send this person things. a long time ago. Not to mention, you don't even do the shit no more. So if she went to your YouTube channel, she'll see you ain't doing that shit and would be like, oh, she must not be doing this shit no more. I ain't gonna worry about it. Then to have your work address. What are the odds that you would give somebody your work address from this hair place? Who the fuck knows? That she got that shit from the universe. That shit, whatever happened on her end, she got your work number from a mysterious, unknown way of figuring that shit out.
I probably did because so when I was doing reviews and people were sending me things, at one point I did have a P.O. box, but once I didn't have the P.O. box anymore, I would have shit sent to work because it was safer to me than giving somebody my home address. You know what I'm saying? Because these are, yes, they're saying that they're coming, or like with her, Allocate Naturals it's a bigger line now. It's in Target, but back when I was reviewing it, it wasn't. And so these are regular. This a regular ass, you know. So I wasn't gonna give my home address. I felt it was safer to give. So I probably did give her my work address. Okay,
so we got that part covered, but then. To send you that box to your job a year later, and not only for this, because you could have got that box and said, okay, I'll take it in my office, or I'm going to put it in my car. You sat there, opened that box in front of them, not knowing what was in there, and what was in there was lube jelly. It couldn't, bruh, she work at a hospital. The amount of boxes that they have, it's probably a 1 in 30 chance that she chose the lubrication jelly box. She could have chose the fucking cotton swab box. She could have chose the fucking catheter box. She could have chose the fucking mask box. It's a fuckload of boxes that she could have chose at a hospital, but the lube jelly box is what she chose. And then you open them in front of your co-workers and they saw that shit.
They did. And they were all looking at me like, the fuck are you doing?
It is too much shit that had to come together for you to feel this feeling that you had that day. You need to come to grips with some of that shit.
It was awful. It was awful.
You need to come to grips with the universe trying to get rid of some of that negative energy you got. Neutralize your ass.
Negative energy. I just don't talk about sex and shit all the time. This didn't help. This made it worse because I was like, oh fuck. Like, and you right, me denying it sounded like I was lying because even if I had it shipped there, I would say, oh, I didn't send it. But I was literally like, I don't know. My hands up, like I don't know. Like shaking my head. I don't know who sent this or why they sent. I don't know.
Smart co-workers would have been like, well, either way, ain't nobody ordering industrial lube for no bedroom shit. Like these are big ass, significant. Like
they're hospital boxes. They're like big ass boxes. Yeah, I don't know.
Might have thought your ass was a doula out here.
It was just a very awkward, unexpected, and you're right. It just lined up horribly. Had I not been leaving at that moment when the box came, it would have came. They would have said that. I would have took it to my office, opened it. Still, I would have been still like, the fuck is this lube? But nobody else would have been around. So then I would have been able to open it, find out it was hair products, and nobody would have ever known about the lube boxes. But because I was getting ready to walk out the door, and everybody was standing up there, and I'm just like, oh, who sent me this? Is weird. I don't get boxes. I don't get packages. Like, it just all lined up perfectly for like a really embarrassing fucking situation. So yeah. So I mean, at some point I'm gonna use the stuff, but right now my hair is luxurious, so I don't really want to fuck with that. I feel like if I go use something else and then I come back to the Aussie, it ain't gonna look like it look right now, and I'm gonna be mad. I feel like I gotta go with it while it's working. So at
you
some
should do
point,
it a year from now.
Since you waited a year to send it to me. Yeah, it's Allocate Naturals aloe gel, and I gave one of them to my coworker because she was like, "Oh, I was like, you can try it." I just tell her what you said, how I did on your hair. Like she just want people to try it out, so it ain't gotta necessarily be my hair because my coworker is natural. So it was like cream brulee. I don't know. It was some yellow. I gave that one to her. I still have the gel. I will try it at some point, but right now Aussie is doing my hair right.
Why do they make gel out of shit you would eat?
I don't know.
Why the creme brulee?
It's because people like for their hair stuff to smell. I don't
this
like.
This is why kids be out here seasoning in the middle of the goddamn living room because they done ate a half a tub of goddamn watermelon cream hair products.
I don't like strong smelling because I have to. It gives me a headache. I don't want to be smelling creme brulee all the fucking day. But some people like it. I don't like strong smelling products. That's one of the things I like about the Aussie. It's a natural and it's light and it goes away very easily. But let me tell you how good my hair has been looking. Bitches been asking me about my lace front. I don't have a lace front, but they've been assuming because of the way my hair moves and shit that it's a lace front. That's how good Aussie has done my hair. And I used to get a lot of people that would think my hair was fake, but they stopped. I don't know if it was once I cut my hair and it was very obvious that it was my hair, or I don't know. But it's grown back out now, and now I'm getting lace front questions.
Man, if you don't know what a lace front is, have you ever seen a woman with her hair that look like it's taped onto the front of her forehead?
Yes.
She does not have a lace front. A lace front with a leave out is something where they put like this little thing over your head so that your natural hair can come over the edge of it, and like everything else can be done behind it. So what they saying?
How do you know all this?
What?
How do you know about lace fronts and leave outs?
Why can't I know
You
shit?
can't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know a lot of shit I ain't got no business knowing. Shut up. What she's saying is that her hair at the front looks so natural that they can't believe that it's actually her shit. They believe all her shit fake as hell.
Yes.
You know, I dated a stylist for 2 years.
That's what. Okay. Okay. Now I'm back. Yeah, and the lace part of it, when they make a part, it makes it look like scalp. Mm-hmm. Like some of these wigs be looking fake as fuck because the scalp part supposed to be the skin. Either they don't have no scalp part and it just like there's no part, no discernible part, or it look real fake. Lace fronts, the lace really makes it look like scalp. So at the part. And
if you like, the best ones I've seen is if you get a wig custom made,
yes,
and they use for that part, they use like a little net that match with your skin, like precisely.
Yep.
And if it match with your skin, you can't tell that it's there.
Yep.
Period.
And that's I'm assuming people think that I have a really good lace front because to me it looked like my hair. Maybe because I know it's my hair.
You know it's your hair, yes. That's why.
But for other people, I've been getting what kind of hair is it? Oh, that was the question I was going to ask. For you wig wearers and because I don't wear weave. I think the last time I had weave in my hair, I had micro braids and it was at Village Green. That's how long ago that was.
A long time ago.
So do y'all know the name? Because like sometimes they'll be like, girl, what kind of hair is that? Is that a question? If you wear weave that is, you readily have the answer available. Like, girl, that's Malaysian 357. Like, do y'all know the kind of hair specific enough to answer that question? Because every time somebody asks me that, I'm like, I feel like even if it was weave, I wouldn't know. I bought it, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if you know the type that you have on your hair so well that if somebody just was like, hey girl, what kind of hair is that? You can just be like, girl, it's this. Because I don't know. But
you mean you supposed to know what grade your hair is, but you don't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, like they'll ask me what kind of, so you can buy different kinds of weave, right? Different kinds of curl, different kind like Malaysian or whatever. So they'll ask me what kind of hair when they still think it's not my hair. And I wonder, like, for people who do wear wigs and weave, do y'all have that answer? Like, do you know exactly what kind of hair is on your head to be able to tell the person? Like, is that a thing? Or is if you wear a wig, you like, girl, I don't know. I got it from my hairdresser. Or like, do you keep up with the types is what I don't know.
You mean like the brand and the quality and stuff?
Yeah. Because that's what they ask. Like, girl, what kind of hair
You
is
know
that?
the difference between cheap hair that you buy and expensive hair?
It looks real. It's shine. The cheap hair shiny. It look like plastic.
The level of processing definitely plays into how cheap the hair is because they have less of it and they try to make it look like more, so they add some problematic components. But real ass expensive hair, once you get it taken out of your head, you can wash it and use it over again. And I think that's the biggest difference. If you got cheap ass hair, that shit finna have to go to the trash. You can't really wash it like that because of the level of processing. But if the more expensive hair with the less processing, the more you can just treat it like regular hair.
Oh yeah, virgin
you can wash
hair
that
is
shit
expensive
and,
because you can do all that. Yeah, but this is my hair. it's just so what I've been telling people is like, girl, that's my hair. You better go get you some Aussie.
No,
But Aussie, man.
Aussie ain't gonna help.
It might. I don't know.
Well, it ain't guaranteed to help.
It's
and
not.
if it don't work, they just gonna think your hair fake. They gonna be like, that bitch lied. This shit ain't working.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know what else to do short of being like, look, it is.
You don't do nothing. You don't give a fuck. That's what you don't. That's what you do.
It's just weird. I've never, even when I see somebody's hair out that I like, I have never gone up to another woman and been like, girl, what kind of hair is that? Like, I'll just be like, your hair looks nice. The fact that people come up to me and say that is just so funny because I would never do that.
But let me talk about my beard.
Okay.
And barbers. Okay. So I'm finna get my beard cut somehow. I'm gonna get it not styled, but I'm gonna let a barber do something to it.
Okay, I thought you was gonna cut it off.
No. I'm going to do something to it. I've decided I'm gonna do something to it. It's too big. It's gotten too long. When it get wet, it just curl up and just is irritating at this moment.
Okay.
It'll be back after I get it cut, but I'm gonna get it like I'm trying to get it styled. I don't know if I want to do nothing extravagant, like put no color in it or something. But I'm potentially thinking about doing something a little bit more extreme than I would normally ever do.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the barber when I get down. I'm gonna say, hey, what would you suggest I could do to like jazz up my beard?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Make it more stylish or something. I'm gonna ask them when I get there. But I was in Best Buy and this never fails. Guys, I don't know if you had enough beard or hair, but when you meet a barber out somewhere random, the only way they ever solicit their services to you is by offending your ass. Period. It's like that's their only way to get your business. Like, they don't go to a nigga with a fresh ass cut and a super beard and be like, hey man, who do your hair? That shit look nice. They don't do that shit. They go find your raggedy, scruffy looking ass and they say some shit like, damn, that beard little. Which is what the dude did to me. He had a beard, it was well groomed. He said, hey man, what's up with that little beard? That's exactly what he said. But it never fails. Barbers always do this shit. Let me not have shaved on my head for a few days and you can see the shadow and what don't grow. I'm getting off of the man piece. You know, and that shit be sensitive to men. It ain't sensitive to me because I don't give a fuck what people think. But like, that's sensitive to men.
Yeah.
You know, so niggas come up talk and he gave me his card. That's the only way barbers have ever given me that card. Talk shit about my hair somehow.
That's terrible.
And then after that we started talking. He was like, you know, your beard actually really big. If I blew that out, it'll be like huge. I was like, I know. And he was like, okay, man, well just holler at me. And he the one I'm gonna go to.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's called Men's International Grooming Lounge or something in Homewood.
Okay.
Don't know, but it sounds like one of them places where he would take care of the beard, wash the beard, all that shit.
NIG.
What?
MIG. Men's International Grooming. First I was like, I think it's NIG, but that's not an N, it's an M.
Yeah,
like, no. That's racist, but I'm right. NIG.
But I'm gonna go to him and let him do it. But it was but yeah, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm gonna do something to it.
I'm gonna see for the next year how long I could get my hair, because I cut it when it was growing because it got annoying. So I'm saying to myself that I'm not gonna cut it when it starts getting irritated, and just see how long I'm able to grow it. And I feel like the way Aussie's doing my hair is gonna be the thing.
Your cousin hair look the same as yours, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin? Mm-hmm. Her hair look like, except it's brown.
Yeah, it used to be blonde, but yeah. But here's the thing: neither of our parents have this hair. Like,
I'm sure one of y'all grandparents do, or great grandparents.
It's got to be on our mom's side though, because that's how we're connected. Okay. That's how we're related. Our moms are sisters.
So your mom's parents, well, somewhere up in that line, somebody got some curly hair.
And we just happened to get it. But my mom and her sister, I mean, you see my mom's fro. My mom got like a regular Angela Davis fro. It's not curly at all.
They got them Black Dynamite fros.
Yeah. And her, Crystal's mom does too. But we got curly hair for some reason. Nobody know. Like, I don't know. Everybody is always like, why y'all hair curly? We don't know. It just is. Happy it is. I like my hair, but I don't know.
Me and my brother hair curly. And we got like red hairs that grow out of our beard periodically. That's the Irish. The curly part is that my grandmama's mama is Native American. Mm-hmm. So we got a whole bunch of random shit from that.
I don't even know. Because, now, my hair is curly, but we all have, like, a good grade of hair, right? Everybody's hair isn't curly, but we have, like, our hair grow. William's Drake. Did you see him last time he was here? His dreads are long as fuck. Like, he's grown his dreads out really long. And we don't, my dad doesn't have, his side of the family, they don't have, all of them still have hair. None of them have receding hairlines. Like, literally, all of them got a head full of hair still. So he's probably going to be able to, like, continue to keep his dreads forever and a day. I don't know. But, yeah. It's been an interesting time of having people. Because, again, they had stopped. People used to ask me what kind of hair it was. And I guess it's because I'm dark-skinned. I really feel like if I was light-skinned with this same hair, wouldn't nobody question it.
Yeah.
I feel like because I'm as dark as I am with this grade of hair that people are like, oh, that can't be her hair. So what kind of hair is it?
That's how it works.
Before we move on to the stories, do you want to share about our Mexican restaurant experience?
I guess so. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Mexican restaurant experience was mediocre, but there was one part in that experience that was extravagant yesterday.
It was so crazy.
There was a Latino busboy who, I don't know what the fuck he was. He was a drink refilling superhero. Like, if that Mexican restaurant was the world, he would be Superman of refilling drinks. He ran down the aisle full speed to grab my cup, ran back full speed with my cup, poured drink in it, and then ran full speed back to put it on the table. Then another time, he saw my cup empty, ran full speed with nothing in his hand, ran back full speed with the tea pitcher in his hand, poured the tea in my glass, and then ran back full speed.
Didn't waste a drop.
Didn't waste a fucking drop. I've never seen shit like that in my life. I tried to catch him on video, but I couldn't catch him the way that he was doing it at first.
It was so crazy. Like, he wasn't even our server. Let's keep that in mind. He was not our server. He just was spilling his tea up for no reason. Like, he wasn't our server. He just came out of nowhere and was like, do you want more tea, sir? And from that moment on, he was on top of that shit.
And at one point, my cup was still 80% full. And he asked me if I wanted more tea. I said, yes, sir. And he refilled that shit. I was like, damn. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life, y'all.
And and I know, like, people go to work, and of course, like, it's like when you go to Chick-fil-A or Publix and people are like overly happy they get paid to present that way. His personality, he was just so happy. Like, it was weird. It was very weird. Now, the girl who was actually our server was low energy as fuck.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to hear it.
She seemed like she had and I told him, I was like, I'm sad we can't tip him because he wasn't a server. He deserved a tip. He was working his ass off.
That's one of those situations. If I had cash, I would have gave him $5, but he probably would have took it to the front because most of them get tipped out. They normally won't take cash like that, but
he deserved that shit. He was on it. But anyway, it was amazing. If you have a question you would like for us to answer on the show, you can send it to our Gmail account, which is conversationcallartist@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook, Conversation Call Artists, and send it to us that way. Let's see. My phone's being a bitch. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start out with this. So, I like to bring you new foods to see what your response is to them. Okay? The fall season is upon us.
yes.
And pumpkin spice is like the unofficial flavor of the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Spam is coming out with a pumpkin spice spam.
Mm-hmm.
Would you eat this?
Would I eat it?
Pumpkin spice.
I want to eat regular spam. hell I'm gonna eat pumpkin spice spam for? I don't like pumpkin spice like that. I ain't no 28-year-old white girl. What the hell you think I'm gonna do with that shit? What the fuck
That sounds
level
disgusting.
of poor and sedity you gotta be to fucking be requesting some fucking pumpkin spice spam?
Oh,
Who
that
the fuck?
sounds so nasty. Have you ever eaten spam?
Yes,
The
that's why I know
flavor
I ain't
of-
gonna eat it no more.
The flavor of spam does not need pumpkin spice like added to. That sounds
How
disgusting.
have you eaten spam?
Huh?
How have you eaten spam?
Fried. My dad. Listen, my parents are country. You've been to, you see where they live. This is where they live at now. You didn't see where we grew up at. You'd have been real like it's out of Deliverance. But my dad eats like canned sardines. He eats spam. He eats chicken feet. He eat a lot of weird stuff. So the spam came from him. He was supposed to be feeding us one day because my mom had to work, and his idea of feeding us was frying up some spam. He got angry. He always thought we was sedity, but it's just, it was nasty. It wasn't good. Like, we didn't like it. He assumed because he likes spam, we was like, it's not good. It does not taste good. It's weird. I don't even know what the fuck it's made out of.
It's made out of the same shit hot dogs and bologna made out of. The pig anus.
I didn't mind bologna. We ate bologna, but the spam, I couldn't.
It's the same thing. They just all prepared in texture different ways.
The texture.
Do you
and
know
the
why
taste
spam?
is
You
weird.
know why we have spam?
Why?
Which World War? World War II, I think. In order to feed troops effectively, they packaged the meat like spam. They process meat and they package it like spam, and you could store a lot of it for long periods of time, and they ate that shit. So when the war ended, a whole bunch of men came home that had built up this affinity for spam, and so they were all asking for it to be produced and packaged for stores, and they started producing and packaging it for stores, and it just turned out to be super cheap, so it became a fucking poverty food. Okay, that shit. Bologna, hot dogs really is a poverty food, but I guess it depends on the quality of the hot dogs you eat. If you get that package where they look damn near red,
Oh yeah.
the hot dogs look red as hell. That is the lowest quality hot dog you can get. Now, when you start getting up into Nathan's and other shit, you getting like legitimately processed beef, not just all that extra leftover bullshit that they got to figure out a way how to get rid of.
To make this worse, it's being sold exclusively at Walmart.
What do you expect? You know who in Walmart? You can go in Walmart right now and find a white woman with shorts in her ass. Right now. Without even trying.
True. It just
That shit sounds like a trailer park delicacy. Bitch, have you tried that pumpkin spice spam? Oh, girl. Get you a good old cup of milk and a good old fried pumpkin spice sandwich. Girl. Girl, you doing it big over there in Lot C.
I can't stand you.
Honey, we need to move over to Lot C. They saving $28 a month, and they're buying pumpkin spice spam. Bitch, shut up. I want no goddamn pumpkin spice spam. I want to move out of this place.
I like pumpkin spice lattes are not terrible. I'm not like the person that's like pumpkin spice lattes are back in Starbucks all the time, but I have had one. They're not bad. They are basic white girl-ish, but they're not bad. But that flavor of pumpkin spice, it doesn't need to be in any meat, let alone spam. It's just not a meat flavor. Why? Why would who was sitting around and was like, you know what spam need? Pumpkin spice. Fall's coming. We can sell the hell out of this pumpkin spice spam in Walmart. So next time I go in Walmart, I'm gonna go see if it's in the Walmart like here. I just want to see and
I
see
feel like
if it's any missing.
I feel like if you just open it up and smelt it, you'll just throw up immediately. Just sitting there.
Probably so.
It's something like.
Have you seen when it looks spam in the can? Just look, it's just and it plops out of the can.
I mean, do you really want to season leftover flesh? I mean, really? That just sounds bad.
When they want to season something, you don't season the food that need to be seasoned. Y'all have seasoning spam with pumpkin spice. Season your greens. Do that. Don't season spam. Okay. Season your rice, your beans.
I don't even know what pumpkin tastes like.
I don't know what it tastes like either. I know what pumpkin spice tastes like as it pertains to a latte.
Why do they even call it pumpkin spice? Do they powder up pumpkin?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's kind of like nutmeg. So I don't know if it's pumpkin seasoning and nutmeg
Kinda
together,
nutmeg,
and they just call it
allspice, cloves.
Yeah,
them kind of seasonings.
like that's what it puts you in the mind of. Except for it has like a taste that I associate with what I guess is the pumpkin part, but it is nutmeggy. I don't know.
Not interested.
Oh, definitely not in the spam. I probably will. I have about one pumpkin spice latte a season, but the spam's not gonna happen. I don't even eat regular spam. That sounds disgusting.
What, spam sounds disgusting?
Pumpkin spice spam specifically. Ugh.
It's horrible. Sounds horrible.
It sounds really terrible.
I'm gonna do that shit.
Talking about it's for a limited time. It should not be for any time. Yeah, so I don't care. Like, but we finna see pumpkin spice. When that became popular, people started like in the fall. You see candles, all kind of shit. Pumpkin spice be everywhere. So now it's in spam. So there's that.
Make some pumpkin spice condoms and lube.
I would not be surprised if that already exists.
Probably.
Probably exists.
Flavored condoms
Probably does.
already exist.
I'm sure it does.
So I'm gonna start with the big one.
Okay.
Jay-Z in the NFL.
Oh.
If y'all don't know, Jay-Z has sparked up a deal with the NFL. And it's supposed to be a platform to help the NFL build social awareness. I got a lot of thoughts. This shit is really, really complex.
It is.
So, Colin Kaepernick started protesting social injustice about 3 years ago.
By kneeling.
After
talking
in
to
the
a
NFL.
veteran who told him that would be the most
he sat at first.
He sat at first.
He sat at first.
Yeah.
And then the veteran came up with a middle ground, which was kneeling. So he knelt. Mm-hmm. Which to the world should be an indicator that he's trying to start a national dialogue because he's having dialogue with people. And he's obliging by those people who say this is the best way to protest this thing. He didn't get kicked out of the NFL, but when it came time to renew contracts, nobody renewed his contract.
Yeah, he can't
get a contract. He got blackballed, and that's just what it is. Nobody put him in there. So a lot of people boycott the NFL because of this. Specifically black people. Clearly white people don't care about that kind of stuff unless you're ally. If you're ally, then you do care about that kind of stuff. I ain't trying to isolate you out, but this is the beginning of what happened. So we've been boycotting the NFL. And you know what happened was the national dialogue about this turned into being about disrespecting the flag and disrespecting America and disrespecting soldiers and veterans.
You don't support your troops.
Yeah, that's what it became a national dialogue about. So, okay, this shit has been pretty quiet for some time. Out of the blue, Jay-Z pop out the door with a deal with the NFL.
Did you see where he said the time for kneeling has ended?
Yeah, he did. But I'm reading some stuff that Jay-Z has said in this acquisition that's making it seem like this is just... So it's one or two things happening, right? Either on the NFL side, the NFL is either seriously looking for change and they're looking for the best way to change, or the NFL is looking for somebody that's going to help their public relations and their perception of what wrongs it look like they've been doing as it pertains to brown people.
Jay-Z is a perfect person to pick for that.
Well, he's a perfect person to pick to be that perceptual change.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the second part.
He's not the best person to pick if you're truly trying to impact social justice. However, if you are truly trying to impact social justice, he is the best person in the terms of being mixed between who can help us and who can bring the most people back to our platform and restoring some faith in the NFL's desire to do this. Mm-hmm. That's on the NFL side. For Jay-Z, I don't think Jay-Z's just the businessman. I don't think, he's I'm a businessman, type situation. Mm-hmm. Like, he got lyrics that say he's been, but he's been so active in social justice efforts and stuff, and free and meek, and paying for families who need need lawyers when it comes to like these things that's been happening. He really been at the forefront of that. He really been doing some real shit. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. So I don't think everything that Jay-Z doing, I don't think that is just to get money.
No.
I think that he believes that he can impact some change from the system. But it's a situation where he could very well be being played and not know it.
Yeah.
Or he can very well know that he's being played potentially and still take the risk off of it and making money from it. I think that his intentions are likely more positive, but the way that he's framing it is problematic. For example, Jay-Z said one of his goals in the deal is to create a platform where statements of protest from players like Colin Kaepernick, who has essentially been drummed out of the NFL for kneeling during the national anthem, wouldn't have to take place on the field. See, that sounds like some shit that the NFL would say, hey, Jay-Z, how can we help this social justice shit take place over there and not right here? When the complete essence of the protest is that people need to see it and be uncomfortable with it in order for it to impact some kind of change on their psyche about that thing.
Yeah.
Right? So if his goal is to keep it from taking place on the field, like, what's the point of protesting at a place where people don't have to come to see it? The only people that's going to come is the people that already believe in that thing that's being protested. Right? Another thing is that he has spoken with Colin Kaepernick. Like, a responsible move for this, for the movement, because the reality is that the people support Colin Kaepernick.
Yes.
They don't support the NFL changing shit. They support Colin Kaepernick. So it seems like a backwards move to not say, let me speak with Colin Kaepernick before I even try to make these moves. Now, he's a businessman, so he don't got to speak to nobody before he make a fucking move.
No.
But that's the reason why all of this shit is going on now with the rhetoric. That's why half of the world is like, oh yeah, we fuck with Jay-Z, he a businessman, and y'all okay with Jay-Z this and that, but he can't do this. And then you got other people that say, okay, this is fucked up. This is a fucked up move. This is despicable. Yeah. You're a sellout. You just doing this for the money. That's why he didn't go through the proper channels to make sure that how people would perceive him would be something that he could control more of.
What I want to come from this, because I feel like this is one of them situations that's just going to be polarizing, and people either going, you're going to feel how you're going to feel about it. What I want to come from this is the thing that I do agree with as far as Jay-Z, the idea anyway of him doing this is that we have got to determine, okay, we protest the NFL. What is it that you're wanting them to do though? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're protesting it to get what result? And so conversations need to be had about what's that going to look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're saying we don't like the way that they're doing things, we're going to protest it until they do something different. What is the different going to look like? And so I hope what comes from this is people going to be mad at Jay-Z, or they're going to be for Jay-Z, whatever. But we need to figure out what this needs to look like in order for them to be able to rock with the NFL again, or feel like the NFL is, because you got to give people room for change, right? You got to give them an opportunity to do better. What is doing better going to look like? Because I don't know that we've had those conversations. I think we had conversations about boycotting them, if not fucking with them ever again. But what change is it that you want to see? What is that going to look like? If Jay-Z is able to do this through his dealing with them, what is that going to look like? What do you want it to look? What is it that you want him to do as he's working with the NFL? What change could you see that would make it, okay, he was doing this for us?
The thing is, I don't know how easy it is to look and act as a true advocate for change when you don't fix the wrongs that you've already been a part of. So if Colin Kaepernick don't get a job, I don't know how it's really it ain't like y'all can't fix shit.
Yeah.
But it's going to make it much harder for the perception of the community to say we trust you.
So
if Colin Kaepernick don't get his job back.
So one of the things would be him being able to work again. You know what I'm saying? We have to decide what that looks like.
I think Colin Kaepernick being able to work would cancel a lot
of the shit.
Like I think it would cancel a lot. Like I feel like Roger Goodell at any point could have. Well, it's in the same interview with Jay-Z, Roger Goodell did say that the league has sent letters inviting Kaepernick into the conversation on the league's effort, apparently without receiving a response. And this may be because using him for his social justice when that's the reason he blackballed without addressing the blackballing is a fucking slap in the face.
It is.
Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? But I think that it's hard to know what's going to happen. I'm reserving for what's going on because I think the NFL can overcome that Colin Kaepernick situation, but the amount of energy they have to put into it without fixing the Colin Kaepernick situation is immense. They're going. I mean, I can see if the NFL started sponsoring like videos and training programs and stuff that help inform white people about shit that's problematic. You know, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. But it just gonna take a lot more work. And as far as Jay-Z's role in it, I mean, if Colin Kaepernick and the already players that are advocating for these changes can't do it, then what the fuck can Jay-Z do? Because the reality is they could have got anybody to do this shit.
They could have.
They got somebody popular enough to change the dialogue. And that's what I'm afraid of. Jay-Z is not too big to be played by a system with a whole bunch of people that's vastly bigger than him. Jay-Z still poorer than all the fucking owners of the NFL, I imagine. I could be wrong, but I feel like most of these NFL owners are going to have way more money than Jay-Z going to have. Not only that, but the next part of the component with Jay-Z is that it turns out that he's about to have some stake ownership in a team. So now what's happening is while he didn't communicate this effectively to manage the perception the community would have on him, now it looks like this is just all part of a deal to get Jay-Z to be a part owner of a team. You know, even though he would be the black part owner of a team, first part black owner of a team, or first black part owner of a team, it makes it look even worse. Because it make it look like he getting paid off to be the voice for them.
To say, hey, like, you know, everybody let's ease up on the NFL.
But a lot of people gonna start back watching the NFL from this move, I'm sure.
Yeah, well,
people who really been trying to fight against. Like they want to watch the NFL, but because of the cap thing they ain't, and now that Jay-Z involved, the conversation for a lot of people gotta change now. I just don't know how it's gonna change. But Eric Reed, a staunch advocate for Colin Kaepernick and friend of his, called the move despicable. So, but he said that on the fly. He didn't have that much information. They kind of just broke the news to him right there in the interview after a game or scrimmage or whatever they did.
I mean, it sounds bad on its face. Without details, it sounds bad. It sounds like a sellout move. It does.
Because the question becomes, what changed for Jay-Z between when he told Travis Scott not to perform?
Yeah.
You know, at the halftime show to now. What makes the difference? Is the difference that he felt like Travis Scott would be being used as a pawn to get black people to watch? If that's the case, then what he thinks the difference is influence. He thinks he has more influence to impact the system from the top or from the inside versus Travis Scott being able to just being the dancing monkey, I guess. So I mean, that got to be has to be the perceptual difference for Jay-Z. If that's the case. Now, much more gonna come out about this. They're gonna have more interviews. Hopefully, Colin Kaepernick come out and say something about it. But either way, Colin Kaepernick still wants a job.
Yes.
Colin Kaepernick is still posting tweets about training and working out and wanting a job.
A football player.
So he ain't against the NFL in that regard. But we just I just need to see what's gonna happen to reserve my judgment. I hope none of this sound like I'm advocate or supporter for either side. I just want to see what happens if Jay-Z ends up being somebody that can help that. Then I want to see what that look like.
Yeah.
So if y'all got any input about Jay-Z and this whole move, then let us know, because I just want to know some other people's thoughts. Colin just sent us an email titled Big Meat Energy Part 2.
I hate him.
And it's himself holding a big slab of meat that, mind you, is uncut, which I guess he's holding it as a reflection of his own. No FGM or MGM, people.
The smile in the picture is fucking me up. His smile goes with it. It's just Colin.
Listen, Colin, you give us permission to post this on the page, then we gonna post it.
That
if you need me to blur out something,
fucking,
let me know. But this picture is too hilarious
so funny.
in the context of people who listen to the podcast to let this go
and I
unnoticed.
wasn't expecting. I saw the email come through, so I opened it, and then that picture of him holding meat just it just popped up. Like, what the fuck?
It's hilarious.
Oh, I love you, Colin. So I just wanted to mention this. Missy Elliott is finally getting the Video Vanguard Award from VMAs, which is well overdue.
Fuck is that?
The Michael Jackson Award that the
Video Vanguard.
The MTV Video Music Award.
What you get that award for doing?
Being a pioneer, being like Missy Elliott. You know a Missy Elliott video. It ain't nobody else got videos like Missy Elliott. Like her videos, I don't even know where she come up with the concepts. Like I don't know what that planning meeting looks like.
When I heard her
like
first song,
her.
I thought she was low IQ.
What? The rain.
Beep beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? Vroom. I was like, what the hell? What the hell kind of suit she got on? She got like a inflatable latex?
That shit, but that's
That's
oxymoron.
oxymoron.
Missy Elliott video. You remember because they're all crazy. Like none of those videos go with the song. None of them go with the song, but they're all amazing. Even her like newer stuff, the I'm Better. I like the I'm Better video. That dun dun dun. And then what was the other song that she had? Where she had her and Pharrell were puppets in the video.
Don't remember.
Damn, I can't think of the name of that song. It was one of her newer songs. But Missy been doing this shit for a long time. And I'm glad that she's getting some recognition for being like she got her own lane. Them videos, Sock It To Me, the little spaceship video with the brat, like her videos are memorable. They're all very memorable videos. And it did start with the rain. That video was crazy. And it was just kind of like, I think everybody was confused as to what the fuck, because it was so different from what was other music videos at the time. Like, and producing wise, lyric wise, like she's Missy. I don't know. She deserves it. I'm surprised it took him this long.
She's black. It take black people longer to get things than their white counterparts get.
She deserves it. Missy is amazing. I like really got into Lizzo here lately. I don't even know. I think I heard Juice and I thought Juice was fucking amazing.
I don't know what that is.
Juice? Oh, it ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the juice, baby.
Why you like that, but you don't like Hot Girl Summer? That's a Hot Girl Summer song.
Not really. I can't think.
She said she's loose because she's drinking juice?
No, because she got the juice.
Because she got the juice?
Yeah.
How we know that she ain't gonna went to go get the juice from the ABC store?
The video does not have alcohol, but like she has
Listen,
that song.
Hold on, listen, lyrics.
Okay.
It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose.
Yes.
Gotta blame it on the goose.
Oh.
Gotta blame it on my juice.
Oh,
baby.
my juice. Yes.
So that juice is the goose.
The goose is not the juice. The goose is different.
They overlap. There's some overlap here, okay? Clearly, she says, gotta blame it on the goose, gotta blame it on my juice. So how we know she ain't talking about juice and vodka?
People do drink juice and vodka.
I know they do. I used to be a bartender.
She also has a song called Truth Hurts. That's her I think the one that's out now, which is about ain't shit niggas. Basically. Yeah, I like Lizzo. She has a song called Tempo with Missy Elliott. Let me tie this back into Missy. She has a song called Tempo, and the words to Tempo is like, slow songs is for skinny girls. No, slow songs is for skinny hoes. Can't move all of this here to one of those. I'm a thick bitch. I need tempo. I just like the song. And I like Truth Hurts. Truth Hurts is funny. Truth Hurts
It's a freaky song.
Which one?
Tempo.
How was it freaky?
I just pulled up the lyrics and went straight to the bottom of this.
What it say?
This whole verse. Let me just go through it.
Okay.
Pity pat, pity pat.
That's Missy.
Oh, shit. Why she at? Where's that? Don't make it not a freaky song?
Yeah, but the rest of the song is about
I'm
being
just going to
big.
go through this whole lyrics
Okay.
anyway.
That's
Pity
Missy.
pat, pity pat, pity, pity pat. Look at my ass. It's fitty, fitty, fat.
Yeah.
Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty, kitty cat. Prrr, me a glass boy. I like my water wet. Throw it back. Throw it back. Throw it back. Catch that, catch that, catch that. I need a jack. Woo. I don't know how that sounds in the song. For all of this ass, but it won't go flat. Oh, car tie reference.
Yes.
Baby, baby, come eat some of this cakey. He looked like he could gain a little weight. Lick the icing off, put the rest in your face. That's a lot.
Slow songs is
That's freaky as hell.
Can't move all of this to hit one of those. I'm a thick bitch. I need tempo. Fuck it up to the
This
tempo.
a whole freaky song. I don't know
Fuck
how
it up
you.
to the
I don't know
tempo.
why the hell you acted like it wasn't a freaky
It's
song
not
when you
a
said
freaky
how.
song. What else?
This is a freaky ass song.
What else?
When they say fuck it up to the tempo, what do you think they talking about
Dancing
fucking
to
it up?
the tempo. The
No.
whole song is about you can't dance to when you're a big girl. You can't dance to slow songs.
Dancing is fucking.
It is not about fucking.
Dancing in this is
You're not
fucking.
gonna mess this song up for me. That is not. She is talking about dancing, actual dancing. Not gonna do this with you. You're not gonna ruin this song. I like that song, and it's a dancing
This
song.
is about sex.
It is not about sex. Tempo is not about sex. Anyway,
Whatever.
Missy Elliott is featured on that song. The verse that you read is actually Missy's verse at the end of the song. But even now she's still making like music. Truth Hurts is a really funny song. Truth Hurts. Most of her songs are goofy. What is the chorus of Truth Hurts? Damn it, I can't remember.
Let's see. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Okay. Where that test at? Why men great till they gotta be great?
Why men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face.
So you can stab me?
Huh?
So you can stab me? Hell no. You getting this text, honey. Shit ain't over. This shit's over.
Why men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, say it straight to my face. I can't remember the rest of it. I haven't listened to it in a while.
All right. Guess I'll listen to Lizzo.
I like her songs, and I didn't think that it's another song that I get my head done. Looking good, feeling good as hell. Feeling good as hell is the name of the song. That was the first song I heard of hers. But I like Lizzo. I do think that I get you big and you proud. Some of the shit she wear, I know, like, come on, Lizzo. Come on now. We have to dress for our body type. Don't do that.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You do
You
have
can
to
wear what you want.
You can wear what you
Don't
want.
be sitting out here fat shaming.
I'm not fat
You
shaming.
like this girl music.
I'm not. I'm saying that it looks better when you dress for your body type. That don't mean that you can't wear shit. It just means that you don't need to wear stuff that's 2-3 times too small. Nobody looks good in small shit. When I was skinny, if I had on something that was too small, I looked like I had on my little brother clothes. Like, it's just not a good look. Dress for your size.
Let her wear what she want to wear.
She does. She don't give a fuck about it. Listen, whatever the fuck she want to do. If you watch her perform any of these songs, she always got on some crazy shit. Like, Liz don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. But I'm glad. I'm a Missy Elliott fan. I always have been. I like her songs. Her and Timbaland together have done some great things. And I'm a fan, so I'm glad she's getting this award after all of this time. It took them long enough to fucking give it to her. But she deserved that shit. Now I'm going to have to listen to Lizzo on the car. Now I got Truth Hurts stuck in my head. Why men great till they gotta be great? So true.
All right, we're finna talk about Trump.
Oh, fuck.
Because I have a new theory regarding Trump.
Okay.
And I want to share it with y'all.
Okay.
But let me tell you about what he been doing lately.
Oh, my
So,
goodness.
one of the first things that happened is that Chris Cuomo, he is an anchor on CNN. I like Chris Cuomo. I like his interview style. He's a pretty fair interviewer. He don't leave a stone unturned.
He's confrontational.
He's definitely confrontational.
I like that, though.
He don't let nobody off the hook with shit.
Hell no.
He gonna challenge your
Yes,
ass.
he is.
There's a video of Chris in a restaurant where this man has called him Fredo. And it's been utterly offensive. It was utterly offensive. He explained that Fredo in Italian culture means weak brother. And I guess it's cultural, like probably subcultural, because it's from The Godfather. Fredo being the younger brother or the middle brother.
I never watched The Godfather.
Okay. I've never watched it either, but I've read enough about this to know what happened. I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm commenting on something I didn't watch. Correct me if you're a Godfather fan and I'm wrong. Older brother was running the family. Older brother got killed. They skipped over the middle brother because they thought that he was not strong enough to run the family and allowed the younger brother to run it.
Damn.
It turns out that the middle brother was the one that pinged the older brother's location that allowed the hit to happen.
Wow.
And his name was Fredo.
Okay.
So
I thought that shit was from Lord of the Rings.
that's Frodo.
Frodo. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So what Chris was explaining was that means weak brother. You not finna call me that shit. He said that's like the N word to Italians. And it turns out not a lot of Italians know this. You know, so I think that Chris probably grew up in a like subculture of his family and his surroundings that made that distinction.
Tell me where the mafia was.
Yeah. Yeah. So Fredo just started to become negatively connotated in certain groups because don't nobody, I mean, Fredo is still a name. His name was Alfredo in the movie.
Oh, okay.
But so people still name their kids in Italian iterations of Fredo. Mm-hmm. So this happened. CNN came out and supported him at first, and then they said they were embarrassed, and you know, and it's been a wash of a whole bunch of different responses to this thing.
I mean, you should have custom.
One thing you should know universally about this is Chris Cuomo don't fucking play.
No.
Okay? And at the end of his whole rant, he said, I'll throw you down these fucking stairs. But the man kept saying, I thought your name was Fredo. Fredo. I thought your name was Fredo. Like, okay, one,
Chris Cuomo.
But either way, if you saw me on TV, you've never seen the word Fredo associated with it, so you never would have seen it. Seeing me out in public, I don't have a fucking name looming over my head, so you wouldn't know me. Why would you think my name was Fredo? Period. Because it's not my name. Mm-hmm. So this guy was clearly just being a dickhead on purpose. Now, we can talk about the equivalency of saying that's the N-word for Italians versus, you know, Fredo. Because the word nigga, that they ain't nothing alike.
No, they're not anything alike.
Nigga was a classification of people, not just a name that came to be negatively connotated because of a movie. And not even throughout all of Italian culture, just within whatever subgroup that Chris is saying.
Those
that being
closely
said,
linked to the mafia, I feel like the
Yeah.
ones that are closer to like that group of Italians. Yeah.
that being said, I would never call an Italian person Fredo as an offense, and I wouldn't call nobody nothing offensive because I don't do that shit. But if I heard somebody calling an Italian that, I would say that's not a good look.
Yeah, because now you know it's offensive. Once you know, and that's important. Now the world knows why he got upset and that it's an offensive term. So before you go into the rest of this story, because I know this story, the important thing to recognize is that everybody now knows what this references as it pertains to Chris Cuomo and why he got upset about it. So Trump.
The Trump campaign is currently now selling shirts. Let me make sure I say it right. He's selling shirts that says Fredo Unhinged. Now, Chris Cuomo did a whole dialogue about how this term is offensive, and the best response Trump has
make t-shirts
is to make t-shirts about it, because it's a political opponent and somebody that's critical of his dialogue, and it's on a news network that's critical of his presidency.
And again, I stress, because I know people like, well, nobody, if you're not Italian. At this point, everybody knows now that has saw this story, that knows about Chris Cuomo getting upset, getting angry, being unhinged, as the t-shirt says, knows what it was in reference to and knows why he was offended by that word. So you can't say, oh, the shirt's not offensive when somebody's already told you that that word is fucking offensive. You can't, that's not how that works. It's offensive now. And it was made because it's offensive. Because he could have just said Cuomo Unhinged. He could have used his actual fucking name instead of using the offensive term used that got him upset. Like, the fuck out of here. Trump is stupid.
Okay, so
that's
number one. Number two, Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar are the Muslim senators that are a part of the squad. Those two, Alyssa Presley and AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Let's see. What am I trying to say? Ilhan Omar is originally from Palestine. Rashida Tlaib is Muslim. Palestine is the Muslim base of, Israel and Palestine, that whole area, whatever you want to call it, Israel. And they were going... So as such, if we don't know what's going on over there in Israel, Israel is where the Jewish people live. Palestine is where Palestinians live. Palestinians are Muslim. Jewish people are Jewish. The Islamic people are Jewish, right? We talked about this before on the podcast about all of the territories being occupied by Israel and Jewish community, because they beat Palestine and Muslims in a whole bunch of wars that they took over. What happened is they gave Palestine this area, but Palestinians get treated like second-class citizens in those areas. So Ilhan Omar grew up in that, and they've been critical of the Israeli government ever since then. They have been, because it's not a secret that Palestinians get treated poorly over there. They don't get treated just like Israeli citizens. They just don't. And Israel wants you to believe they do, because Netanyahu is just trying to make sure that it sounds like a smear campaign, and they make it out to be anti-Semitic every time. Any time you criticize Israeli government, they make it out to be anti-Semitic, because they end up saying that you're criticizing, you don't like Jewish people, so you're criticizing Jewish people, when no, we're criticizing Israeli government, because they make acts like the Israeli government is not the Jewish people. But because of that marketing campaign of anything you say about our government is going to be anti-Semitic, and the way that these Muslim congresswomen have been critical of it, our culture has bit on that marketing shit that Netanyahu and the Israeli government is throwing out there. They've bit on, okay, they're anti-Semitic. Even Democrats Democrats and Republicans have condemned shit they've said because they've been critical of the Israeli government. And the shit they be talking about ain't really lies. It might be curved a little bit to their way of thinking and interpreting it, but it's some shit to it that nobody's doing anything about. So what happened was they were going to go to Israel. They
being
Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. Okay. They are fucking congresswomen of America. America sends a shitload of money to Israel for a bunch of shit. Our diplomats can go fucking over there if they want to. Trump tweeted that these two congresswomen hate Israel, hate Jewish people, and there is nothing that can be done or said to change their minds. This was a tweet from our president. The American president reached out to a foreign government to cause problems for American congresswomen. Sounds fucking familiar? Sounds like the same shit that happened with Hillary Clinton. And we acting like that shit couldn't happen. Acting like he wasn't asking a foreign government for help.
And they didn't let them come.
Shortly after that, they blocked their passage to Israel. Rashida Tlaib has a sick grandma, so they gave her passage there, but she declined. Likely because of this whole shit that's going on. Like, don't just give me this. And her grandmama responded to Trump, "May God ruin you."
God damn.
Yeah, she was like, okay, that's fucked up. I was gonna see my goddamn granddaughter, but your old hoe ass that came out here with this.
That is the old person equivalent of all that you just said. May God ruin you? Fuck.
May God ruin you.
Damn.
Now, this is all underneath a growing pattern of Trump fucking with legal and illegal immigrants. We already know the shit about illegal immigrants. But now there is a dialogue about legal immigrants, to where if legal immigrants have their green cards, they legal now, but if they green cards expire and they got to renew them, the ones that have turned out to use social programs like welfare or food stamps or any of that will potentially not get their card renewed because of using social programs. This comes on the edge of Ken Cuccinelli, which is the acting...
Cuccinelli?
Ken Cuccinelli. He is the acting director of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Came out and challenged the poetry on the Statue of Liberty.
Give us your tired.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched reuse of your teeming shore. What he did was he added to that. Let me tell you exactly what he said. He was asked earlier on NPR whether the words "give me your tired, your poor" were part of the American ethos. He responded, "They certainly are. Give me your tired and your poor." And he added, "who can stand on their own 2 feet and will not become a public charge." This is what he added to that. And then he went on to say that poem was written referencing Europeans who were migrating over to America. Now, I know what he was doing. He was trying to put the poem in the context of when it was written and who it was referring to. But what he made it sound like is that we just want these things for white people or people who are from European countries or people who migrated and are the descendants of those people who came at that time. This was not referencing the current populations today that we have immigrating over here. That's what he was trying to do. But man, that sounds bad as shit.
It really does.
But this goes into my theory. I think Donald Trump is doing everything he possibly can to get impeached. But America is so stupid that every single person is finding a way to justify all his bullshit. This don't make sense to me. It just does not make sense how he continue to be this racist, how he can continue to be this anti-immigrant, and how he continue to just say whatever he want to, send them back and all this shit. And nobody is saying that this is a problem. No fucking body. It is absolutely confusing to me.
It is.
And I just wanted to point out that my theory is that Donald Trump get up and he go to the Oval Office, and then he go into whatever first meeting he got to go into, and he say, "How are we gonna get me impeached today? All you acting attorney motherfuckers. You know, none of y'all in a position. How are y'all like? I'm doing this on purpose. I don't want no solid. I'm doing everything to get out of here. Everything. I'm calling people liars. I'm telling people to go back where it came from. I'm calling countries shithole countries. I'm letting mass shooters off the hook while everybody else. I got legislation for anything any brown person do. But if you're white, I ain't got no ideas for how we can help y'all. But if you're Latino, we gonna build a wall. Fuck y'all. Y'all can get out of here. If you're Muslim, oh, you can't come here from your old Muslim countries. If you're black, we get some extra stopping and frisking going on these days. But if you white, no words. This presidency makes more sense to me if Donald Trump is trying to get put out and it ain't working because the people around him are buying his shit. That make more sense. So I'm gonna start looking at the presidency like that. I'm gonna start looking at it in terms of how is he gonna get put out today, and how is everybody else gonna justify it. That man probably sitting in a room crying, like
why can't I get out?
Like Richard Pryor on that Black Dynamite episode where he was trying to tell everybody serious shit. Like he was trying to be serious, but because he's a comedian and he's funny, everybody just kept laughing at him, even though he was saying like serious, real nigga shit. And it's like the level of helplessness he would feel in that moment. I feel like that's Trump. He's like, what do I like? I'm not gonna do nothing overtly racist. Like I ain't gonna choke a black man on camera. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like I'm trying the most passive ways that maintains as much of my character as I can to get put out, but I can't get put out. That's my theory, man. But off the politics, what you got?
Well, not quite yet. Well, American politics. That you talked about American politics. This is Tanzania. So a Tanzania politician wants to launch a database of married men to catch cheaters. And I'm not sure if he's planning on, as the country moves forward, when you get married, if you're a man, you get added to this database. Because, like, cheating married men that's already cheating is not going to voluntarily sign up. Get in no goddamn database of married people. It's just not going to happen. His name is Paul Makonda. This ain't the first time he did some controversial shit. He also once proposed citizens start reporting gay people in a country where same-sex relationships are banned. So I mean, he do controversial shit all the time. But he said, our main aim is to relieve pain from these women who are suffering from these cheaters. As a governor, I am not happy to lead women who are sad and heartbroken. If possible, we will set up a database in the regional commissioner's office in each region that every man who is married will register. Every man. So the women don't have to register on the thing. Men do. But like, what are the odds that married men who are cheating, they're not going to sign up for this shit? Like I said, I can see if you make it a requirement of like new married people, like you got to get in this database. But getting these old people up here,
ain't what am I trying to say? Ain't that public record?
I mean,
marriage is public record, right?
It is, but
why
like,
the fuck would men have to sign up then?
Well, the database will be. It's not easy to get. Like over here, it's public record. You thinking of like how easy it is to just go kind of look that shit up. I don't think in other countries it's that simple. So I think that the point of the database would be for just like the average woman. You meet a nigga, you want to look his name up in the database real quick. You go out with him type shit. That's what it sounds like it would be.
Well, I'm not saying that the women look them up in that database. I'm saying that this person creating that database could go and find whatever archives or records that they have to
and
show
pull
all the
that.
married men and pull that information over to their database
True.
so that he can get that information without having to, get men's permission.
Yeah, I guess he could.
Yeah.
It'll
just be hard to keep up with divorces and open and poly relationships and all of these different alternative relationship dynamics.
I doubt there's a bunch of. Well, no, never mind.
Like imagine being divorced for 6 months and going on a date, and a woman coming up here with your name on this fucking list.
Motherfucker, you in this database?
You married, motherfucker! How dare you? Why would you come here and confront me about that? You could have just sent me a text message if you thought that's the case. But I'm divorced. Whatever you got on that list, it don't make no difference, ma'am.
Yeah, the fact that he even came up with this is weird because I don't know if Tanzania is I would assume it's one of those places where men have multiple, like, not maybe that men have multiple wives, but it's like men having multiple people is not as bad as like a woman would be killed for doing shit like that. So like the fact that it's a man pushing for this is weird to me. And then it's a dude saying, catching all you niggas cheating on these women. Not on my watch.
I wonder
Cheaters.
what problem infidelity is causing over there
in Tanzania.
Yeah, maybe it's AIDS. Since it's Africa, it's Africa. What are you talking about? Some African areas have AIDS epidemics.
Yes.
So they might see a spike in the AIDS rate, and they need to figure out how to stop that. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know why.
Tanzania AIDS.
I did Tanzania marriage. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? I got what I was looking for.
31% of girls in Tanzania are married before their 18th birthday. They still marrying children over there.
Damn. 16-year-olds can get married here.
With their parents' consent. Don't you have to have a parent sign that shit?
Yeah.
I think these little girls could just get married if they decide to go get married in Tanzania.
How you know?
UNICEF, according to UNICEF.
According to UNICEF.
31% of girls in Tanzania are married before their 18th birthday, and 5% are married before the age of 15. According to UNICEF, Tanzania has the 11th highest absolute number of child brides in the world. Child marriage rates are as high as 59% in Shinyanga. I'm probably saying all this wrong. 58% in Tabora, 55% in Mara. In rural areas on the border with Kenya, some girls reportedly marry as young as 11. Are there country-specific drivers of child marriage in this country? Family honor. Premarital sex is often considered a taboo, which undermines family honor and decreases the amount of dowry a girl can fetch. Oh, they still doing dowries over there? They still selling girls for goats?
A lot of Africa's continents do that.
That's
countries do that. What are you talking about?
That's just
dowry
terrible.
still going on. Daughters are property.
Some girls who are considered to be macharuco, running around with men, are forced into marriage to avoid bringing shame to families. Poverty also, because of the fact that they're doing dowry still. Nyamba Notabu. This practice involves an older, wealthier woman paying bride price for a young girl to become her wife. A man is then chosen to impregnate the girl. Oh, okay. It's like a surrogate situation. She basically buys surrogate because she can't handle children. Level of education, female genital mutilation. FGM is linked to a desire to control female sexuality and is seen by many communities as a rite of passage to prepare girls for marriage.
It's bullshit.
Displacement is also a reason. So these are all the reasons. But so
FGM is bullshit.
Okay, all right. We know how you feel.
We ain't talked about it in the context of African and Muslim countries, though. We just talked about it over here.
Yes. Yeah, because it's brutal. Like the way that it's done over there can be very, very fucking brutal.
They like remove a whole clitoris. Because they think girls are too freaky. It's like, okay, but
historically,
the men that would have sex with them get no responsibility.
They cool.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I'm looking at their law in Tanzania. And let me see. Section 10 and 13 and 15, sections 10, 13, and 15 of Tanzania's Law of Marriage Act of 1971 allow men to contract polygamous marriages and permit the marriage of 15-year-olds, while the minimum age of marriage for boys is 18. What the fuck? So no, son, no, you're too young to get married, sons. No, not till you're 18. But my 15-year-old, for that cow, you can have her.
That's what happens.
Jesus.
That's what happens when you don't give a fuck about girls, but only boys.
Oh my goodness. No person shall marry who, being male, has not attained the apparent age of 18 years, or being female has not attained the apparent age of 15. No man, while married by a monogamous marriage, shall contract another marriage. No man, while married by a polygamous or potentially polygamous. How the hell is it potentially polygamous? What does that mean?
What?
No man, while married by a polygamous or potentially polygamous marriage, shall contract a marriage in any monogamous form. So if you in a polygamy, you can't say, you know what, I don't want none of the rest of you bitches. I'm just gonna be with her. You can't do that. You have to stay with all your wives.
Damn.
No woman who is married shall, while that marriage subsists, contract another marriage. So women cannot have multiple husbands over there. So, yeah. Tanzania.
Crazy ass Tanzania.
But yeah, so he wants to create a database just for, look. My
phone started making noise.
Why is your phone making noise?
Oh, damn. Is that nigga that little or is your brother that big?
Yeah, that's a little combination of both.
Holy shit.
My brother just texted me a picture of him with the Black Ranger. I don't know where the fuck he is, but
Black Ranger look photoshopped to be small.
William is like 6'3", I think. So, yeah.
Damn.
He got to be pretty small. I don't know where he is. You know what? He was supposed to go do something for his birthday. Maybe that's what he's doing. Because he do like the Comic-Con in Indiana. Like he go to that shit. So.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I have about Tanzania.
Okay. We got some bullshit that happened in Florida that I want to talk about.
Florida's always got bullshit.
A Florida white man allegedly spits in the face of his black girlfriend because he didn't want to play slave and slaver. So, from this story,
so conflicted.
And what it sounds like is there's a black woman who wanted to be a slave and wanted her boyfriend to be a slaver.
He was uncomfortable.
And he was uncomfortable with it. And it escalated to the point that he spit in her face.
I'm so conflicted. Because on the one hand, good for him for being like, this is fucking wrong. I'm not doing this shit. But on the other, the most disrespectful shit you can do to another human being to me is spit on them. Like the most violating shit you can do is rape. But the most disrespectful thing that you can do to somebody is spit on them. That is disrespectful as all fuck. So I'm conflicted. Because if he hadn't spit on her, if it had been something else, I'd have been like, go ahead then, white man. I'm conflicted because of the spit. Like, I get it. Because fuck her. Why would you want to be a slave? Why would you want to? I mean, I get role playing, I get it, but like,
apparently this white man has a lengthy rap sheet.
oh no.
So, including Grand Theft Auto charge
Damn.
from May, Grand Theft charge from May that's still pending. So it's like, to me, the separation is an odd combination. A white man that is a known criminal that would spit in your face, to me, would likely like to play your slave owner. So for this man to be a career criminal, it seems,
And be willing
white,
to spit on somebody.
and from Florida, and with the capacity to spit on you, not electing to play a slaver, I don't know what combination this man is. Like, I'm a lot of shit, bitch, but I ain't racist. Like, you done drew the line. You done asked me to be a racist. This is why I draw the line. And if you keep going at me, I'm gonna show you who I really am. I'm a face spitting ass hooligan, bitch. That's him talking about me. I don't call women bitches.
That is a very weird combination of things. The fact that he is a career criminal, but has the scruples to say, "I'm not going to beat you or pretend to beat you,
part of me,
or pretend to rape you."
A part of me is very. I'm proud of him.
I am.
On one hand, I'm proud of.
It's a weird situation.
Who is willing to? People normally spit in your face because they are racist. This man spit in her face because he ain't a racist.
And how dare she assume he was?
She didn't assume he was. I don't think so. I think she know he ain't racist.
Well, she kept asking.
But I don't think you have to correlate slave play with being a racist. I don't think you have to.
Why not?
What you mean? Why not?
Well, the dynamic is the slaver is white and the slave is black. I don't see how you can separate racism from that. Like,
It's not racist if you're not a racist.
I don't know. I agree with that. Like, if I was dating a white man who we're in the bedroom and he's like, hey, I want to do something different tonight. I'm like, what is it? And he says that he wants me to be his slave. Automatically,
yes, if it's enacted by the white man. If it's enacted by you and he is adamantly against it, but at some point comes around to it because you want to do it, that's role playing. That's not racism.
I guess. Such a fine line there.
I'm saying it's a fine line, but to me, it's based on the intention of the person that ain't trying to fuck with it. Like, he ain't trying to be racist.
He's not.
And not only that, but racism is the belief that your culture is superior.
So then is she racist? Because she believes his culture is superior to hers?
No, you got to be the one with power to be the racist. If she believe white culture is superior to her culture, she ain't a racist. She just an idiot. That's how that works. You all right? You just started fucking sneezing out of nowhere.
My allergies, this fucking weather and all this heat, and we in cold orange for breathing to like the air quality today and shit. I don't know what's going on.
So to be racist, one, you got to have the power, and you have to believe that your culture is superior to the other one. She don't believe that. I mean, if she don't believe that, she don't have the power to make herself racist. Now, he's white. He don't believe that his culture is superior because he don't even want to participate in the idea or the practice of being such. And so he's not racist.
He's not. No.
No. So it's not racist if he were to even say yes and do it. It's role playing. But he's so uncomfortable with playing that role that he don't want to do that shit. So a part of me applauds him for fighting against racism and being willing to spit in somebody's face for it. But spitting in the face of a black woman is not good look from my perspective, from my vantage point.
It's just spit, like, again, the most disrespectful thing that you could do to somebody is spit on them. It just is. Like, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What's
There's
the
several.
most, like, what?
you can spit in your hand and slap the shit out somebody.
Still is using spit.
No, you spit and slap. That's like a double whammy on a hoe. Like, that's the most like, it's several iterations. Like, you can spit on your foot and kick their ass like Bruce Lee, goddamn Chuck Norris. There's a lot of ways you can allocate spit to a motherfucker that make it 2 or 3 times worse than just spitting. I think, but if we talking about just spit, the worst you can do is one of these, and then hit them with a patooey. That shit, that would be the most disrespectful you can do if you're just spitting.
I went the whole inside of I was sneezing in my shirt to keep from sneezing out without my whole shirt is wet because I sneezed so much.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
It'll dry. I can't do anything about it now. I was trying to not sneeze all in your space.
I don't give a fuck about that space. That ain't 6 sneezes. What's wrong with your spit? If I step on it, am I gonna get rash on my feet?
No, you're not.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't like sneezing. I always sneeze in my shirt.
You know, I sneeze. I hold my breath when I sneeze. You done seen that shit?
I have it. It looks like your head's gonna explode.
When I was a kid, I didn't like body excretions. Anybody who dug in their ears or their nose or spit or sneezed and shit could come out your mouth that people could see, I was utterly fucking disgusted. So when I sneezed, I started holding it in. And then when I got in college, people started telling me it'll cause an aneurysm. It will not. I researched that shit heavily. There is no causality to people holding their breaths in and sneezing and aneurysms, period. So, you know that now.
Oh, that was your story. Am
I through with that story?
Are you through with it?
The white dude went to jail, and it was because this was assault. Spitting in somebody's face is assault.
Okay.
Y'all didn't know that. And if any of y'all are in relationships and your mate who is a part of the majority culture wants to play slave and slaver, you should not do it.
Hell no.
You should not. But if you do it right.
I'm just gonna touch on this briefly. So Meg Thee Stallion, who was one of the people that were pushing Hot Girl Summer, has now said that they're gonna do it for the schoolgirls next with Hot Nerd Fall. Listen, can we please? So apparently Meg Thee Stallion will be entering her junior year at Texas Southern University. Didn't know that. She's pursuing a degree in health administration. Did not know that. So she said, so being a hot girl is like a lifestyle and everybody knows I'm still in college. It's going to be a real hot girl semester. You know what I'm saying? Real hot nerd fall. So I'm just about to start putting on for my schoolgirls. There's better ways, Meg. This ain't it. Because I feel like it's going to be the same shit that Hot Girl Summer turned into. You going to have it's going to be like schoolgirl porn where they dress in like it's just going to be like nerd presenting girls doing hoe shit. That's what I feel like it's going to turn into.
It's not.
I guess we'll see. That's what I see.
It's not.
That's the future I see for Hot Nerd Fall.
Megan Thee Stallion influence ain't more powerful than self-esteem issues.
But that's why I think it's gonna turn into that. Because it's the girls with
and you seen Megan Thee Stallion body.
I have.
She taking her body for granted. Like, everybody ain't got that. Everybody ain't got that. Everybody ain't got what she got.
No. Most people
Everybody
don't.
can't have a hot girl summer. These women out here trying to have a hot girl summer shaped like a trash bag.
But that's why they doing strange things with cucumbers. You got to make up for the trash bag shape by doing other shit.
The girls you see with them cucumbers got bodies that I'm pretty sure they proud of. The women that's doing strange thing with cucumbers, they doing it in their house by themselves with nobody watching. Maybe taking a little video for one of them little boys. One of them stinking ass boys that they hollering at. Maybe.
Oh Oh, Jesus.
Who knows?
The only other thing that I had, 45% of Americans admit to wearing the same underwear for 2 days or more. I don't know why they would admit to that. Why would you do that? That sounds disgusting. And Todd and Julie Chrisley from Chrisley Knows Best have been indicted on tax evasion and are reportedly facing up to 30 years in prison. If you've never watched Chrisley Knows Best, it is this show about this white man that apparently made his money in real estate, who is married, and it's him and his, I think they got like 3 or 4 kids. He is very feminine. When I first saw the show, I thought that he was the wife's gay best friend. I didn't know that he was her husband. Because if you watch the show, I don't care what episode, if you just watch a clip with him in it, you're going to be like, what? Okay. All right.
I watched the clip.
You did, because you didn't know who he was. You had never seen him before.
Right.
What did you think when you watched the clip of him?
I think he is a very effeminate man.
He's very effeminate.
And I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means he's gay and he's opting into living a straight life. I don't know if that means that he is straight and just feminine.
I mean, he gets facial. He's had plastic surgery now. You can tell by how tight his face. But he gets facial. It's weird. I don't know. I would not be married to somebody like him. Just the preference thing. I don't want somebody that close in behavior to me. It's weird. Actually, he's a little further than I am. So, it just wouldn't work. But, just not my preference. But, these rich people not paying their taxes. Mary J. Blige ain't paying her taxes neither. She's facing tax evasion
I ain't
charges.
paying my taxes.
You ain't got their level of money, though. I mean, the
IRS don't give a fuck. The IRS measures people on terms of how much you owe me. And I mean, not even how much you owe me, but the fact that you owe me. Everybody look the same to the IRS. It don't matter. It's just you got different amounts to pay to the IRS, but if you ain't paid them, they gonna get you. I ain't, when I say I ain't paid the IRS, I got my payment plan and stuff, but, owing people money don't feel good.
It does not.
But that's all I got. I mean, Mike Tyson smoked $40,000 worth of pot a month at his cannabis vacation ranch.
A lot of pot.
Listen though, the last part of this sentence, where guests are invited to take as much marijuana as they want.
What?
He let them take all the weed they want to take, man.
Damn. Okay.
And Katy Perry been sexually assaulting people.
Yes, apparently. There's a second person that's come out now.
Yeah.
And accused her.
It's a woman. The first one is a man. They say that he was in one of her early videos and she lifted up his shirt and pulled down his pants so that people could see his penis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Embarrassing moment for him,
yeah.
But he ain't gonna hold it in no more.
She
seemed like the type that'll do that shit.
She does. And I
can see her personality on American Idol, and she looked like she'll do some shit like that. She looked like one of them old playful girls that do too much. Mm-hmm. And then after she do it, she be like, get over it. It wasn't even a big deal.
Yeah. I hate that after Miley did her whole bangers, hip hop, whatever, with that short blonde hair, that Katy Perry went. Katy Perry looks 15 years older with that pixie cut and that blonde hair. Like, the black hair and the longer hair softened her features and she looked younger. She looked like an old woman. I need her to no, Katy, that wasn't the move for you. I didn't like it on Miley, but I liked it better on Miley than I liked it on motherfucking... Oh, Miley and her husband, they're getting a divorce after less than a year. Can't turn Hemsworth, yep. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. She been doing crazy shit. She just did an interview talking about she don't even like the word wife, and she's a what does she call herself? In a hetero marriage. She still like bitches, basically. It just sounded like she was regretting marrying him. And then shortly thereafter, they announced that they were separated and getting a divorce. So they have been going on and on. It seemed like every time she did that little crazy shit, like when she started doing hip hop shit, he broke up with her. They got back together and she started singing about Malibu and all of this shit. Now she back to doing ratchet shit, and I'm just sick of Miley. I'm tired. I want her to go away. Tired of her. Tired.
It's okay.
Tired of her. Tired of Taylor Swift.
It's
tired
okay. Anyway, you got anything else on your mind?
I do not.
All right. Well, until we come to the next conversation.
We out.
Holla.